cold too. But I have found myself a nice big empty parking lot. And today, I want to work on a few tricks. You can call them beginner's tricks, you can call them trialsy sort of moves. Stuff that I'm not necessarily great at myself, but it's stuff that I love to work on because I really think that having good bike handling skills is paramount to riding more technical trails. I think it's a very important thing for anybody to learn. I would encourage beginning riders to start practicing these things because it's valuable. It will make your riding experience better on every trail. So join with me today. Let me know in the comments what you would like to see and work on yourself. So let's get started. Let's go ride this wonderful parking lot. There may not be a better skill to have in your arsenal than the track stand. This act of balancing a bike while standing still can come in very handy when you're negotiating a steep section of trail. Start out by rolling at a comfortable slow speed with your weight central over the bike. Use the brakes to come to a complete stop and try to imagine centering your weight over the bottom bracket. The more relaxed you are, the better, and try to keep your gaze in a forward direction. Let your body remain active and don't try to be a statue. Now let's look at the Endo, but let's go ahead and add in the Fakie along with it. Riding up at a comfortable speed, crouch down slightly, and at the same time you lock up your front brake, shift your weight forward, keeping your arms stiff with slightly bent elbows. Imagine centering your body weight over the front hub. Now as the bike returns down, lower your body and shift your weight straight backward as you release the front brake. As the bike rolls backwards, you will need to pedal backwards. Turn the handlebar and use some pressure on the pedals to control your speed. This takes practice and patience, but it's a great way to work on your balance, and when done smoothly, looks pretty cool. What Tricks for Beginners video would be complete without the wheelie. Wheelies can be deceptively difficult to master, and I've got a long way to go. But to wheelie, find a good space like this parking lot. At the top of the pedal stroke, lean your weight back and keep your arms straight, but with slightly bent or soft elbows. Pull back as you power through the first stroke with your foot and then pedal as normal. Looping out sucks, so keep a finger on the rear brake to bring the front wheel down. As you practice, learn to feather the rear brake to help maintain the balance point without slamming the front wheel down. Keep your focus out ahead of you and try to relax. Reaching the balance point and comfortably staying there takes time, so be patient with yourself. Hopping on the rear tire. This may just be a party trick, but it's one I enjoy even though I struggle with it. If you're on a full suspension, put your shock in its firmest setting. This really helps transmit all your energy to getting the rear wheel off the ground. There are a couple of methods of getting your front wheel up in the air for this move. The most difficult for me is using one big pedal stroke, ratcheting the cranks, and using the brakes to stop before looping out. I've done this on clipless pedals in the past, but you'd better be really good at clipping out if you attempt this. I would highly suggest flat pedals. The other somewhat easier and safer way is to do an endo and basically rock the bike onto the rear tire. Once you have the front wheel up and you're balanced, well, hop. On flat pedals, you apply pressure to the pedals with your heels upwards, toes pointed down as you simply scoop the bike up with your feet. Pull back on your handlebars, but only to maintain balance. The hopping of the bike is really just you jumping up and down, but instead of standing on the ground, you're on the pedals. Okay, so not everything here will translate exactly to riding on the trail, but I believe that by practicing tricks like these, it'll work on your balance, and that definitely helps with handling awkward sections of trail. How do you work on your handling skills? Let me know what you think in the comments. If you enjoyed today's video, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Remember to get out and thrash it every chance you get and go live life big.